Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises to manage clients and projects with max efficiency, sharing Wix's SEO tech to help you drive growth.
Fix errors, waste, and issues in a couple of clicks. Get alerted whenever you're off track. Sign up at trueclicks.com.
Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing? Woo! Yay. So I would just like to start off this presentation saying, if you're not familiar with the Eminem Without Me music video, then there's no point in really being here. But yeah, I've literally plagiarized it all the way through for at least 15 slides or something like that. But yes, I'm here. I'm Billie Geena. I'm going to talk to you about keyword mapping today, just so you know a bit about me. I'm the founder of Rank Suite, which is something that's coming in June, so no one knows what it is. I'm an SEO consultant at Uptake Agency, which is a blatant lie because I'm a freelancer. It's just me. I am Uptake Agency. And I've written here that I'm the real Slim Shady, but I've been making jokes all day that I'm the skint Shady, so I should have changed that. So I started freelancing in July 2023, so I'm very, very new to it. I've always worked in agencies, and it were a bit of a shock. It's been the most stressful, irritating, relaxing, and fun, interesting time of my life. I work with some fantastic clients, and I have a panic attack about 6 times a day because I'm just me, I'm alone. And one of the things I didn't think about when I was making the switch from being in an agency to a freelancer is all of the frameworks. I don't have any anymore. So I had to really sit there and figure out what activities I do and go back to them. So I would just like to ask everyone here, like, when was the last time that you revisited the basics? I feel like it should be more regular that we look at the frameworks that we have. So this is what created this talk. Guess whose map? Map again, keyword map. And I know what you're thinking. You're here in your big SEO fancy mansions, and you're thinking, I need a hero who can come in and save the day when it comes to keyword mapping. And here she is. Zap. So I don't directly reference the Without Me music video much more from here. So, but yeah, keyword mapping. Don't tell anyone, please. I find it really boring. I find a lot of these almost like basic SEO tasks really boring. I miss the days of having a junior that I can just get to do them. It's been a very long time since I've had to do them myself, and I find myself just tippity-tapping away and feeling glum. But really, keyword mapping can be the start of something beautiful. Handsome Squidward doesn't want to dance today, but you know what? It's not exactly beautiful. I am just talking about a spreadsheet. But we can make keyword mapping something that helps us be better at our jobs, and we can complete a lot more activities really early on. So I want to play pretend, because it's not a Billie presentation if there's no delusion in it. So, congratulations. You have been hired. You are now the head of SEO for M&M's. That might not be what the M&M company's called. I did very little research into M&Ms. I just wanted to keep talking about M&M. But anyway, well done. You've got the job. You're the head of SEO for M&M's, a worldwide brand. And you might be wondering, how much am I getting paid? What's my salary? And here at M&M, we know how hard you work. We're going to really pay you. It's cost of living crisis, so you can get all you can eat M&Ms. The salary, other than that, we're not paying you anything really. Do your best with what you've got. So I'm here, I've been on the job a few days. I'm looking at the M&M's website. I've completed the keyword research because I'm not going to stand here and talk to you about keyword research and the tools I use. I feel like we have a similar process. But I'm ready to map them. And I have got the most beautiful white spreadsheet that doesn't really say much. It's just links, because I'm not someone that spends forever making a beautiful spreadsheet. It's just information. And to start off with, we know what we've got. We've got a keyword map where I have got the keywords there at the top. And I'm connecting them to a page. Simple as that, really. But what I like to do is think about how my keyword map can fit into the bigger picture and what else I can do so I don't have to revisit activities. I've had a few scenarios where I've presented a keyword map to a client and I've had to justify every keyword to every page. So my process is very much about helping future me out so I don't have to figure things out when they're talking to me. So what I'll look at once I've connected the keywords to the pages is I'll think about points of need. So this is a framework I've been sharing for God knows how many years. And I change it quite a bit, but I tend to break things into 3 themes. You've got research, clarity, and service. Service can be whatever. It can be a product. Call it what you want. Don't matter. But what I do is I talk about what the point of need for a user would be on the website and try to connect it to one of these 3 themes. So research, that's our opportunity to entice someone, to inform them. And these typically could look like how-to guides, recipes, blog posts, FAQs, whatever. And then there's clarity. So these are the areas that we might link to while people are doing research to push them along the funnel. Could be sending them to category pages, comparison pages, niche service pages, whatever. And then finally, there's the actual service. That's what we're trying to sell, whatever the purpose of our business is. So I always come back to these 3 when I'm doing my research. And just by writing research, clarity, or service on my keyword map, it means I don't have to click into things. I know at a glance that M&M chocolate belongs to the M&M chocolate page. Bad example there. But I know that's a service, that's a product, that's what we're selling. So then we'll move on to the next most helpful bit. So here I've got internal links, and in hindsight, I'm going to have to go back into the spreadsheet because I've not been too clear in what I actually mean here. I'm not talking about places that we internally link to within our content of the page that we're talking about. What I like to do is do a search on Sitebulb. Sitebulb's my fave. You can do it on Screaming Frog as well, but I'm loyal. So what you need to do is just set up a crawl. There's a content search option. Copy and paste all your keywords, bung them in, search text only, get a crawl going. And what it's going to do is look for exact phrase matches on the entire site that you can easily link to for the keywords that you're targeting. However, what you do need to do is export them all, manually go through them, and make sure they actually align and that you're not just linking every time the word's mentioned. It's really, really handy. Like you can see if I go back for this one, peanut M&M was mentioned on 31 times across 31 different URLs. So it can be a really quick, powerful win for getting that information together. Then, like I said, export it, sort through it, bung it in your spreadsheet. We've identified a bunch of opportunities there. And if we have access to the site, we can just manually add those links ourselves. We can give it to a client. It's quite easy to follow. And it's just a quick win. And if I don't have to work harder, I won't. So the next bit that I always include is, the page title and meta description. I'm not going to talk about this for very long, don't worry. But I think that's really important to have within your keyword map document, because you can use it back to refer where you was to where you are in the end. There's no reason that your keyword map isn't something that you can use to create reports on in the future. So I've got to go back loads of slides. I've not done this. I've not thought about some things very well here, but what you can do, there's a section in this framework where you can put in your original rank, bit of data, so you can refer back. And this is another way where you can just check information of how it was to how it is. Moving on. Content points. So for me, I like to go on Ahrefs. I believe you can do this on other tools as well, but I like to use the share of search report to find content points. So again, what I'll do, copy and paste all my keywords in, bung them in, look at the share by page report. And what it'll do, it'll give me a breakdown of the top competing pages for the keywords that I'm doing. And I can also identify areas where multiple keywords might be competing, things like that.